Hey, hello everybody. Should be
Hello.
live. Welcome to Sprints. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well. Let us know what you're doing today. If you're reading, getting stuff done, being productive, relaxing, whatever.
I need to know how the hell you made this to-do list.
Um, let's see. Let me hide this. More. No. Timetable, open settings, checklist.
Oh my God, girl! What? And is there like little icons for each
And
one?
then you change the little icons to be whatever you want it to be.
It's
And
really pretty.
then you just give a little checky check.
Wow. I learn something about technology every day.
Every day.
That's incredible.
Yeah, this is a fun little platform. I love it.
I like how it says do laundry times 5.
Yeah, that's for my 5 members of my family that I'm responsible to do all of their laundry today. So we're going to do our best.
When you said you had a lot of laundry to do, I wasn't expecting that much
Yeah, we
laundry.
have a lot of laundry to do. I have 3 kids, so obviously I'm responsible for all of them. But my family's going camping this weekend, so we kind of need all our laundry
Give it
done.
time.
So we have clothes for that. So yeah, that will be a big focus. But
That color looks really good on you, by the way.
thanks. So what are you guys doing? What are you reading? What are you working on?
I'm eating lunch. Maybe breakfast. I've only been awake for like an hour, but I'm currently reading Mockingjay.
Ooh. Reread or first time?
I don't care for Mockingjay. But I'm gonna finish it. It's a first time reading it. I've read
Okay.
everything else in the series. I've just never read this one because I don't care. But maybe it'll surprise me. And then if I get bored of Mockingjay, I do have a reread for Killing Stalking Volume 4. I read part of it the other day.
Oh,
Very nice.
you have the physical.
I have all of them. Yeah, I did order all of the Killing Stalking physical so that I can read them physical.
That was not a cheap endeavor on your behalf.
I didn't know it was going to be 8 editions when I started buying the physical copies. And so that was a commitment.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2, 3. Who knows how long it's going to be? 8 books later, I'm regretting it. But thank God it's finished.
Where were you when I was reading the 8th one? And I was like,
I was
well,
at work.
we still have one more to go. And then
So
what happens in that one, I was like, well, this is a hallucination, obviously. This is a fever dream.
I thought you knew it was the last book. And I remember when you started reading the 7th book and you were like, hey, I don't know what's going on. And you were asking me questions about it. And I was like, oh, yeah, the 7th book's like just okay. But like, I'm really excited for you to get to the 8th because like the ending's really good. Thinking you knew that like it was the end of the series.
Well, the back says the end begins.
It does say the final. I don't think it says it on there, but like on Goodreads it says this is like the final one.
It wasn't until I was done. I literally saw the beautiful like artwork at the end and I was like, oh, that's crazy. Kind of throwing in a little extra something in here.
Yeah, because it's over. And I was sitting at work and then randomly I looked down and I have a text and Katie's like, hey, where'd you find them to read online? And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Katie has them all physical. Like she has the 7th, she's got the 8th. Like, I don't know who she's trying to like find them online for. I was like, I don't know. This text was from like an hour ago. I'm just going to ignore it. I don't know. And then the next day, everyone's like, oh my God, Katie found out it was the end. And it was really dramatic. And I was like, oops. Thought she knew.
And the thing is, I finished the 8th one, went online to multiple websites to find the 9th one, searching, and then was gaslighting myself for like a solid hour.
And then realized, oh, it's actually over. Yeah. Well, because I didn't know. Every single time I just kept buying them when they'd say, oh, the 5th is coming out. I was like, great, pre-order it. And they'd say, oh, the 6th. And I was like, great, pre-order it. I didn't know it was going to be 8 books. I had no idea how long it was going to be. I just was like, man, these keep coming out. I didn't realize it was so long.
That's wild. That's why I don't read series.
Well, I read the whole thing on Webtoons a couple of years ago in like 2 days. And I was like, oh, the physical books are coming out. I was like, it can't take that long to get these physical books out. No, it's 8 books. It took years.
Gosh.
You know, my favorite thing about that series is that the artist, and this is just presumptuous on my part, but the artist just didn't, I mean, obviously, because I guess they were coming out pretty quickly, that they just didn't want to draw both eyes. So almost like on every
they don't want to
face,
draw faces at all.
one eye.
They
Like
love,
everyone's in profile?
No,
no.
They're straight ahead. Just
there's just half faces. There's just so many. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see.
Yeah.
Right.
well, but that one's in profile. I feel like there's so many.
No, this one right here.
Oh,
He only has. I don't know if I can show you it. I'll take a picture. I'll post it on the stream for you.
That's funny.
Literally only one eye.
well, there's probably one that has like is brighter light in the drawing. You know.
Oh, let me send this because it's just the bad lighting, but put this in the Discord. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Started the 8th without realizing he hadn't read the 7th. Yeah, that would have been rough.
That's the worst.
Yikes. What are you reading or doing today, Katie?
I am. We're sitting here and we're praying that I don't have to go to work. I mean that and it never happens anymore. But I'm opening, and there's 2 guys are the other openers. Now I say they're 2 guys. That will be important in a moment. So we are not very busy today. And if they're going to cut somebody, men don't text as fast as women.
That's a good point.
And
You'll
I
be on.
might be able to beat them. And I'm really tired from yesterday.
Understandable.
We pulled a 12-hour shift yesterday.
That was a
That
marathon.
was crazy.
And I felt so bad at the end. I was like, I'm going. And then I was like, why is it that my eyes are like crossed? Like I was like, why are the words like crossing on the page? And I was like, oh my God, we've been here for a long time.
That just added to the delusion of the book itself. It was everyone's delirium.
What's so funny? I was not as delirious as everybody else because I literally, I don't know if anybody saw, this is embarrassing. I was like hitting myself in the face, like literally like slapping myself in the face. But I know that people were delusional because Kim and Amy were there, okay? And neither of them noticed that in the last section, there was a character that was only being called the caretaker. And they're obsessed.
I didn't notice that either. I was cracking up because I came back after work and it was like 9 p.m. and you guys have been going for 10 hours. And I come back and everyone's just like dead silent and they're like, let's just go back to reading. Like, like
we're done with theories.
Everyone was like,
just tell us.
Yeah, let's just finish this book. And I was like, man, you guys have been doing this for so long that everyone's just like, I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. For this week, are we logging our reads with the English titles or the title in the language we read the books in? I'm guessing the English will do for most.
Yeah. It doesn't make a huge difference. If you do English, it's a tiny bit easier for any statistics as far as like how many times specific books have been read. So if it's like a really popular book, like one of the Hunger Games books or a lot of these books that everyone's reading like during buddy reads, it helps with stats for that. But yeah.
Yes.
Especially if it's a book that is in a different language that like a lot of people are reading right now. That'll help our stats.
Yep.
Dude, the amount of people that have read Strange Pictures this week.
That was crazy.
I haven't even submitted mine. So need to do that.
Well, she's wearing green in I'll just say solidarity. And
you match my wall. You look like
color.
the green.
It's a nice,
That's you.
nice color.
And also, Samantha, 12 hours. Listen, it's a learning experience. Also, a learning experience of how slowly I read. Y'all were making me feel bad about myself yesterday. You were
doing good though.
Well, especially
I finished and I cooked and ate dinner, and I'm over here like I had to take an extra 5 minutes.
well, especially with this, like the amount of pictures decreased. So the previous assumptions from Strange Houses, I think, plus the early part of the book, it kept taking longer and longer to read as the book went on.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, 31 submissions for Strange Pictures so far.
It's a lot.
And that's just this week.
Yeah.
Because 7 people read it last week.
Well, yeah, because I was really convinced yesterday morning that I could read almost the whole book before work. Because Strange Houses, I read alongside Kat. We read it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
We literally both were like, okay, let's pick the book up. And then 2 hours later, we were finished. And we were like, oh, okay. So I went into this book going, I'm going to read it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do it. It was 10:30. And I said, you know what? I got 3 hours to read it before I go to work. This is fine. No, it was so many more words.
Yeah.
Well, I am currently still, because I kind of forgot that I was reading it. Not in a bad way, but The Center, I was supposed to finish it for marginalized authors, and then again, forgot that I was reading it. So there's that. And then I was going to continue my insanity of reading Bunny, but then now I'm like, okay, well, maybe we buddy read it in August. I don't know.
Oh, well, see, you want to do a buddy read for Bunny in August?
Well, it's not that I'm like, oh, I want to do it in August. It's that somebody brought it up. I want to say it was Kim brought it up yesterday that she was like, oh, we should buddy read Bunny because we can do it in 3 days because there's 3 parts. So it won't be as long of sprints and stuff. And we can like fully go in and like discuss it. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
Like a buddy read like we did for Strange Pictures, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Because my thought was to not reread it before reading We Love You, Bunny. But
if you read it,
maybe if we deep dive read it, that might be fun.
I got my medicine, but I didn't get my medical supplies. And that's really pissing me off because it said they were going to go out on the 21st and it still says pending. So I don't know. But if you want to read Bunny before We Love You, Bunny, great. But just know that you're going to want to read Bunny again after you finish We Love You, Bunny. So just know.
My only concern was if I reread Bunny and I'm like, oh, I love this book so fucking much, and then go into We Love You, Bunny, my expectations are going to be too high. But I don't know. Kat really liked it.
Well,
I'm going to think it's too long, so I don't know.
I am the litmus test for high expectations of We Love You, Bunny.
That's what I'm saying.
And I really liked it. Do I think it's as good as Bunny? Absolutely not. But it's also 500 pages long. So
that's my fear. The 500 pages. But it's end of September, right? That it comes out?
Yes.
So that's far enough away from August that I'm not going to be thinking about it too much.
I feel like there's a surprising number of people who have not read Bunny.
You should join the Patreon because you haven't read Bunny yet, and then you can read Bunny with us.
Yeah, especially with all these plans.
Because that's like the OG how the Patreon started with a bunny buddy read. So we try to do them every few years. See, Julia said it's too diddly dang long. And Julia, I don't know if you've heard me say this, I think Bunny is too diddly dang long.
I will agree that the Christmas party scene was utterly unnecessary. That should have just not been in the book. But
I've never said a 200-page book is too long, but Yeah, inaugural group read.
Cute. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get sprinting.
Perfect.
We'll do
What are you doing,
45
Jordyn?
minutes.
Like to start.
Working, doing chores, laundry. I should eat lunch, but that probably won't happen until next sprint. And then I'm listening to Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I'm
Liking it?
18%. 18% in. I'm liking it. I had no idea what it was about. I mean, I knew who it was about, but I didn't know like what they were doing. So I'm liking it so far. My Libby hold goes back in 2 days, so I need to fast track that a little bit.
Katie, you haven't read that, correct?
Valid?
Yeah.
It's the only one that I haven't read, and I've been told that I should wait and watch the movie first to see if I want to read it.
Oh, that's a good point. I loved Ballad. As someone who loves unlikable narrators, I loved Ballad.
Well, I'm also worried that it's going to be too long. The book's too long.
Yeah, it is like
long.
one of the longest of all the books. But yeah, when we watch the movie next week, you'll know if you like the story, and that might help make the book go faster too, because you like know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
See, I love Suzanne Collins, so I just am so worried that I'm going to read it, and inevitably, I'm assuming it would, in no terrible way, would be like my technically least favorite in the series, and that I'm like end on that note. I don't know.
You can always go back.
True.
Well, I'm saving Sunrise for last.
Yeah, me too.
So you can read Ballad and then read Sunrise after, just to like boost it back up. Because that's what I did too. Is I said I'm not ending on Mockingjay. There's no way. So I held off Sunrise for last, just to end on a high note, because I don't think I'm gonna like Mockingjay.
Yeah, me too. This is my first time reading this, and it'll be my first time reading Sunrise because I have not read that one yet.
Oh my God, I forgot that you were going to do a second part to that vlog.
I am. And that's what my start vlog to-do list item is, to actually start that vlog.
Oh my God,
started
you
yet.
reading Sunrise? Oh, you reading Sunrise is going to be so good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm worried for you.
It hurts me. Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. All right, like I said, let's start our sprint. So talk to you guys in 45.
Yes.
How's it going?
Good. I just wanted to share with the class that if anyone, let me grab it.
The suspense is killing me.
If anyone likes Vicious, the Lip Pins & Co. did a Vicious like special edition.
Oh, wow.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So pretty. And it comes with like 2 different dust jackets, one with Eli and one with Victor. They just announced they're doing a reprint of it. So for pre-order. So you have like till the end of December to decide if you want to get it. It's very expensive. Nice. I don't want to say how much money it is. It's very expensive, but if anyone loves Vicious, it's got
nice.
like page overlays in it too.
Ooh, really that's fun. Cool.
So
very cool. I have not read Vicious, but
you should. It's really good.
I hear good things. How about you, Katie? Lots of reactions to your reactions.
Yes. So my hold for the ebook on the center went back and I didn't realize it. So I got the audiobook because I think there was like they were immediately available whenever I got the ebook, and then one person was waiting, so it went to them, but then there was no one waiting for the audiobook. So I spent a lot of the time being like, where am I? And realized I was a lot farther into it than I thought that I was. So now I'm like 84%. But
we have a Kim.
I was thinking to myself, like, where is this going? Like, is this horror? Like, what? And there was something that we thought. No. Well, wait. Kim, have you read this book? Bless you.
What happened?
Have you read The Center?
The Center?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm gonna read it, so I don't.
You probably don't want to.
Yeah, I haven't heard the best things about
it. No. I'm really liking it. It's just you probably wouldn't like the twist.
Okay.
What are you doing today, Kim? Other than book shopping?
My friends forced me to stay at the bookstore.
What did you come home with?
I couldn't believe it was an hour. Like, I was like, oh shit, I've been here forever.
I was like, she's not really listening to me. Like, she's not waiting for anything I have to say.
It's like a casino. Totally. You just get lost in there. You're like, where's the exit?
So the problem was like you get distracted. It was Books A Million. So you walk in, you get distracted by all the pretty things, and they've got Vanessa. You get distracted by a bunch of like pretty things. And so I went through like all the stickers first and the bookmarks. And I was like, I really want this book. This is a new release. Super pretty.
Yeah.
I've heard no one talking about it, but it sounds really, really good. So I got this. And then I was like, I really am in a horror mood. And so I was like, let me mess with my group chat. And I was like, Amy's going to know some like horror stuff. So I asked the group thinking it would be Amy, and then Katie lost her mind.
Well, I am terrible at decisions. And then I was like, well, I don't know, like what you've already read, like what do you want? And I can't just be like, this book. I'm like, let me see what I actually said, because it was a lot at once.
There was a lot. And then of course, Amy only recommended me stuff I actually already like. Either it was too indie to be at the bookstore, or I actually had read it and liked it, which is weird because Amy and I never agree on books.
So I waited. I was like, oh my God, the power. And then I was like, well, they're going to say something. Nothing. So I said, instead of a recommendation, I said, are you wanting fast, heartbreaking, funny, beautiful, graphics, romance, mystery, fucked up, scary, or just give me a random word and I'll try to get the vibes that you're going for? And
I immediately got overwhelmed and started looking at like keychains. And then I responded.
She's like, I kind of want horror. I was like, oh, perfect. horror. And she's like, what about like, oh, I'm kind of thinking like Nat Cassidy. And I was like,
which they had 0. They had 0 Nat Cassidy.
Well, I've never given anything by him 5 stars. So I was like, I don't know what to say.
Well, I did end up with, I was going to say this one, which my copy is good. It's good. There's like a little bit of wear and tear here, but it looks pretty good.
Did they only have one?
Yeah, it was a singular copy.
Every single time I see one at a bookstore, there's only one.
Yeah. It must not be like a big hit, but it's like getting picked up enough that they keep like restocking just one. And then I did get this, which I think looks really cool.
It is a cool
I
cover.
read a book with him as like the co-author. So I'm hoping, and it's like really small, but it's like gorgeous looking. And then I did end up picking up this one because I've been wanting it for a while, and I just love the cover.
Yeah.
The cover's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. So that was my...
What's the spine look like? Oh,
stunning.
I love that.
Literally stunning. The only reason, if you guys haven't seen it, Evernight is putting out special editions of the Stephen Graham Jones series, My Heart is a Chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
The digital edges on the papers, they are VHS tapes. And they're stunning. And I hate that series, and I want them so bad.
I've only read the first one, and I loved it, but I would have to reread it because I can't even tell you why I loved it so much.
I would guess that you would like that series.
There's something so satisfying that the Pale House Devil is 123 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Kindle version is.
I'm so excited for this.
Did you buy it because it says it's perfect for fans of Cassandra Caw?
No, I didn't. I actually almost didn't buy it because it had Paul Tremblay at the top, and him and I have mixed results.
Oh, well, yeah, I have mixed results with him too. What have you rated his books?
I loved Head Full of Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Head Full of Ghosts. Listen to the audiobook. That was fun. That ending was like, I just sat there at work and I was like, what just happened? And then I tried to, I don't remember what the other one was, but I DNF'd one by him, but it was a while ago. So I don't know if like my taste had changed. So who knows?
Have you tried The Cabin at the End of the World?
No.
Okay.
But it got ruined for me though. Like I know the ending. It was the same thing with the Last House on Needless Street. I really wanted to read that, and then I found out what the ending was, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not reading that one.
Yeah, I read that one knowing the spoiler.
Was it still good?
I still liked it because I think it's it's also about what it like stands for and kind of the conversation it's having with that twist, I think. Cabin at the End of the World, though, I don't know if that one's worth reading, if you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think if you read it and this is like one of those like specific, I don't know, whatever. If you read it for the conversation of like how he brings religion into it, I think that is really fascinating because to me, the whole book was like, what it's a gay couple of men and one of them believes in God and the other one doesn't. And it's supposed to be like the push and pull of like how that like affects your life and who's right and who's wrong. And like, just to be clear, he never says either one is right.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of up to the reader to like decide what they think and stuff. I do like that. But I will be reading Bunny. That's like mostly what I'm going to be reading today. So that's why I needed these sprints. But I also have to read Terror at the Gates because that's all that Julia and Cassie are talking about right now. So I have to read it because they're so excited about this book. And then for translated stuff, I'm getting back into the Monster series. I read the first volume last year or 2 years ago. And then it just like didn't continue, even though I bought all 9 volumes. So the story behind that is
God.
So there was like, do you remember everyone was reading this at one point? Like everybody was reading it. You could not find like certain volumes. So I could not find volume 2 after I finished 1. So my husband found a set from an indie bookstore selling on Amazon and bought them, and it turned out to be legit, and I got all of them. So that was the only way I could get volume 2 is if I bought all of them.
Well, I will say that I'm usually somebody that I don't like reading something that I don't know when it's going to end, or it's really long because I'm like, okay, we're going to meander. Oh my God. That's my set right there. And anytime I've thought about like, say The Promised Neverland, I'm like, okay, I love the beginning, love the end. And I'm like, okay, we kind of lost a little bit of the sauce in the middle there. We didn't need all that. And I still have them. I'm like, Monster? I'm like, nah, that shit's good.
I'm excited. And I love detective fiction. So this is like right up my alley. Right up my alley. Oh, Kat said she got through the first chapter of Tear at the Gates at lunch.
Who's it by?
It's Scarlett St. James. It's that one.
The Touch of
She
Darkness?
does the Hades, a Touch of Darkness. She does that series.
Interesting.
Yep.
Now I forgot that you were reading Bunny, and I'm like, oh God. Well, never mind. Anyway, keep going.
As I'll say, I took over Jordyn's stream.
That's okay. I got through 26% of
Nice.
That's
All of
valid.
Sunrise. Yep. It's fine. It's good. I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested.
Okay.
Intrigued. Things are happening.
It's my favorite, so I'm always like,
Is
but I know no one likes it.
it your favorite, Kim? Is it your favorite of the movies as well?
No.
Because I thought the movie was okay, but I loved the book when I read it.
Thank you. Okay. The movie, I love aspects of the movie, but they changed Snow's character to be too attractive and too charming in the movie. He's supposed to be more sleazy and kind of like whiny and kind of like there's maybe a little bit something about him, but he's just kind of gross. Like you get the
he's still charming, at least coming off in the beginning. Like that's kind of the one thing he does have. He doesn't have a lot of other things that people in the Capitol have, but he still has some kind of charm or something that's getting him through. But
you're still getting this like kind of
that
vibe from him. In the movie, it's like, oh, we kind of like him.
I don't even know anything about the movie. I don't even know who plays him.
It's an unknown actor. I think because I think he was just picked because. Is it?
They usually are really good about that. Like the Hunger Games movies are usually really good about picking somebody that they actually think is going to be good for that character instead of a known actor. Though I do agree that they went for greed over the quality because they chose somebody that they knew people would thirst over.
Well, and I think a lot of the problem too is just the way that the movies are made where you're not in their head as much.
Yeah.
Just like reading The Hunger Games, you realize like Katniss's point of view, and then you see the movies and you're like, that's lost in translation. But especially with Ballad, reading the book, you see how like calculating and manipulative he is, but not, it's intentional, but he's like unaware of it. Like he's unaware of how much he's like performing 24/7. And
Vanessa said it.
None of that comes off.
Vanessa said she read it and diagnosed him as a narcissist, and that's like spot on.
But you don't see that in the movie.
Yeah. So it's still a really good movie.
Yeah.
And they actually cast what my husband loved. I've told plenty of people, but my sister-in-law is mentally handicapped, and they actually cast an actual mentally handicapped person for a role, which is really, really cool. So
that is cool. I'm worried about, I have the paperback special edition of the first 4, and I'm worried they're not going to make Sunrise on the Reaping in this edition.
They would be stupid not to. Like,
I'm getting the vibes they're not gonna do it.
That would be such a dumb decision.
Or they'll release the whole box set. Like you can't just get it by itself. So I'll have to do the same thing.
You'll have to go buy it from like Pango.
I'll have to go buy the whole, or buy it from Pango or something, which honestly I would do. So
they'll probably just come out with a different box set at that point, just totally different vibes.
Well, they're coming out with a special edition of Sunrise. Have you seen it? Yeah.
And it doesn't match, correct?
It's stunning. But yeah, it doesn't match anything else.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Oh, what I was doing during the while I was listening, like not mindlessly because I was like obsessing over it, but there's this little like website. I guess it's Tumblr. It's like if Tumblr and DeviantArt had a baby, I guess.
Oh,
so it's
God.
like people will draw. It's like a character, and then it's kind of like dress, like when you would take the little. What did they call those? When you were younger, and there'd be like the little pieces that was like a coat, and you would put it over the little body and stuff like that. They have that, and they'll have like some of them are really, really cute and like well drawn, and you can make like these little characters. And I had made myself, and then I was like, oh, I want to make. Oh, wait. So you can see it.
Katie's losing it.
This is extremely.
I'm waiting for the link to be shared for this now.
Yeah, what site?
Yeah, I want to. It's like you used to do with those little dolls, right? Like I want to do that.
It's called PicCrew, so it's PICREW.me.
Oh.
And I don't know how I found. There's the one that's Girl Maker. That one is really good. I don't know how you search and like find. Because there's a shit ton of them because anybody can put them up there. So there's like ones that are just prompts like, oh, you can randomize it. It'll be like your character has like dark brown skin. Your character has purple eyes. Your character's a vampire. But then there's some where you can actually like make those. And I was like, oh my God, I made Kat. Isn't she so cute?
I was going to say, you shared it with Kat saw it. That's adorable.
And then that's me. I mean, am I wrong? Like, come on, that's.
Oh yeah, you need to put that in the main Game Maker chat.
Yes. Well, I didn't want to do Cats unless she.
Yeah.
She was like, "Girl, the fuck." Well, I was using it as like trying to see if I could get like inspiration for, say, I was hoping I could randomize it. As far as I've seen, the ones I've tried, you can't if they have like really cute elements and stuff. I was trying to see if I could randomize it and then take inspiration from that and draw characters and use those for next year.
That's a good idea.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be like copyright or anything. So I was thinking I could like do my own thing.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Thanks.
All right. Should we get back into sprinting?
Oh yeah, that's
cool.
Because I'm
what
feeling
we're here for. This
productive.
Is what.
Wait, yeah, Alyssa, what are you reading? I didn't see what you were reading.
Mockingjay.
Oh, okay.
How far are you? Like halfway?
Almost halfway.
Almost.
Okay. Exciting.
Have you seen the movies?
I saw the Mockingjay movie for the first time right after reading Sunrise because I had no intention of reading the book or seeing the movies until reading Sunrise. And then when I went, you know what? I'm going to watch these movies that I never watched.
So, a lot of stuff must have made a lot more sense then after that.
Well, I knew what was going to happen. I was spoiled by what goes on in the movies and what goes on in the book. So I was like, I don't really care to read it because I knew what was going to happen. So I never read it and then never saw the movies, never saw Ballad, any of that. And then read. Maybe I should reread this series and actually finish it and watch the rest of the movies because I only saw the first two movies up until a few months ago.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. But it's okay. I'm not.
It's definitely it's the weakest in most people's opinion of the whole series because it just has a different vibe.
I think people are like, oh, it's slower. It's whatever. I'm like, well, yeah, because Suzanne Collins was the main character, our POV has PTSD. So
yeah,
she's not gonna be doing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great book. It just is not what people exactly wanted, even though it is accurate to the series.
It's not my fave, but it's
okay.
so good.
I'm muting myself, so I stop.
Same.
All right, let's sprint. that loud?
That was terrifying.
Sorry about that.
I was listening to Sam just put up, I was gonna say, Jordyn, you might remember her. She was from Escape the Readathon. Sam, do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on her. She just put out a video ranting about online reviews, and it's so good because she apparently read this book called Just a Girl by Alyssa Cole, and then went and looked at some of the reviews, and apparently it's just people hating on the author and hating on women for talking about, because I think in the book she talks about like how men treat women in certain circumstances. So people are rating it a 1 because they just didn't like the fact that she was talking about that. So she's talking about online reviews and how people just like to hate women in a bunch of Goodreads reviews.
True. Sounds entertaining.
Yeah, she is heated.
So sorry about that, Travis. And yeah, yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Gwen.
I need to get ready for work. Oh dude. I got sucked on it, like the internet shopping, because my work ID card got like warped because I left it in my car.
Oh,
weird.
In Florida. Oops. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I need to get like a little ID holder. I need to get like a lanyard. I need to get a new lanyard. I need to get a little holder. Something that will make it look a little straighter. And then I was like, I'm gonna do that instead of getting ready for work. Oops.
Whoops.
So if anyone finds like a really cute like lanyard with like,
there are probably so many options,
or something that they think I would like, please send it.
What is it for?
My work lanyard, my work ID.
Oh, you just need the work ID part of it?
Yeah, I just need the ID part of it. And it doesn't even need to be, it just needs to like get near the scanner to get in the building. But
you only need to use it the one time?
Just to get into work in the building, yeah. So, but yeah,
I like the one that my wallet.
She's busted now.
Yeah, I know.
I will help you.
What I have, and it was like, I want to say it was like $7 or something, and I've had it for years. It's like,
yeah, I wear it all day just in case I like walk outside and have to come back in. But I'm like, I don't need people to see that I already fucked up my ID card and made it crooked.
Yeah, how long have you had it?
3 weeks.
Damn it, Alyssa.
I leave shit in my car. I don't know. My bad.
I will say I would not think that Heat would have done that.
Yeah.
So,
You wouldn't think they'd just leave it in the car one day.
Because I used to leave mine in the car all the time for the hospital, my hospital ID, and it never worked. Maybe they give you a cheap ass card.
Maybe they did.
This is their fault.
Seems likely.
I'm embarrassed. Anyways, I gotta get.
You can always ask for another one. You probably have to pay for it though.
I can't tell them, hey, I got this ID 3 weeks ago. Print me a new one, because I'm too mortified. So I'm just gonna find like a little plastic holder for it or something. And so I need something obnoxious that I'm like, great, I won't leave this in the car.
It's funny. I got more into Ballad, 32%.
Any other opinions or just the same?
I mean, I don't want to share too much. I'm still liking it. There's more. So first of all, I didn't even know that this took place like during a Hunger Games cycle situation. So that's interesting. But there's more happening pre-game than I expected. So I am like, what is happening?
Yeah, it has a lot of commentary at the beginning about the rebels' attack, because it's kind of from the perspective of someone who lived in the Capitol during the first rebellion, which I always thought was really interesting.
Right.
And then you get a lot of that backstory and how the games were actually like super not organized.
Yeah, it's fun to see that and like the different things they're like testing out during the games because it's so not established. It's like we're trying this for the first time. We're trying this for the first time. Very interesting.
I love them testing the drones, and that was really cool. So I loved it, I think, because of that aspect. But I know a lot of people were bored because it was like, it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot.
My family just watched Ballad the movie for the first time, and my dad was like so confused. He was like, when they got off the train in the movie for the first time, my dad was like, what the fuck is that train? That's not even a real train. What? That's a cattle car. What the fuck's going on? He was like, what is this? And I was like,
not him fact checking the train.
Back in the day, things were different.
Oh wait, okay, I'm confused. Was the train? What was wrong with it?
So like they're not treated nicely, the tributes, early on. They're not on some luxury train. They're on a cattle car.
Yeah, they're just
cattle
like
car?
shoved.
Yeah,
They're
like
treated like animals.
like a cattle car.
Literally like zoo animals.
A
See,
train where
that
you
doesn't make sense
shove cows to
because
slaughter.
this is supposed to be happening like 300 years from now.
Well, they still got to transport cattle.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
This sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
I finished
Also
my
taking
book,
Ooh.
and I will say I was really enjoying it, and then it just ends.
Which one was it?
The center.
Oh, yeah, okay. It just ends.
I was shocked. I was like, wait, why is the author talking? Like, I'm confused. So I went back and was listening to it, and I was like, no, it legit just ends, like damn near mid-sentence. I'm like, what?
That's
It was
weird.
like, oh, like a conflict. Like, that could never happen. Well, what if it could happen? Huh? And then it ends. I'm like, what? Okay.
Sounds very unsatisfying.
Yeah, that's super weird. That's really strange. Alyssa, you should just skip work. Concept.
I don't know how.
I know, Alyssa. I know. I feel the same way.
I've literally never called out in my life. I don't know.
It's scary. I couldn't at the hospital either. I once had to. So my husband. These doctors sometimes are idiots. So my husband was having stomach problems. Went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Oh, I think you have H. pylori, and if you don't know anything about that, it's like a very infectious gut bacteria." And you have to take antibiotics to get rid of it. And it's very infectious, but it's like, it would be super weird to get. And he has none of the symptoms of that. And all you do is like a breath test, and that will tell you what it is. But they're like, you have that. And so if he has it, I definitely have it. It's like everyone in your household will get it. And so I called the hospital and I was like, hey, they think I have this. I probably shouldn't be at the hospital if I have to use the bathroom, which is like you're allowed to do that at work. And my boss was like, no, you need to come in, just use the private bathroom and just clean it down really, really well if you have to use it. And I was like,
yikes.
Oh.
And what do you mean if I have to use it?
I'm like, I work a 10-hour night shift right now.
Yeah, nobody's not using the bathroom.
Probably gonna have to use it, lady.
Oh my gosh.
The thing where it's like you never think of it when it's yourself, but I was like, if it was a phone call, if you were like, oh, okay, no, I get it. Okay, so I am just going to ask if you would email me. I'm going to email saying that I have this and everything. And I'm going to need you to email me back saying that you said that it was okay and that I should come into work so that you and the hospital are liable if anyone gets sick. Oh, I don't need to
Yeah.
Okay. Put that in writing. Response is always.
It was at least a text message with her, but you would be surprised the shit that hospital workers who are idiots put in emails. Because one time I started getting, they changed our payroll stuff one time, and I started getting my friend's payroll information, which is like a big HR violation.
Yeah.
And so you can't tell if it's yours or hers based on like the title of the email. So I sent an email through our system to my boss, and I was like, hey, and it was very like professional. I'm very professional over email. I was like, hey, I'm not going to look at these emails until this is fixed. I'm getting so-and-so's payroll as well as mine information. He sent back, like, God, I hate this guy. I don't know how he hasn't been fired yet. Everyone hates him. He said, don't get yourself in a tizzy. It'll be fixed in a second. And I was like, if I wasn't so sick, because I had a huge health thing while this was happening, I would have straight up went to HR with that. Because I was like, you would never send that to one of the male coworkers.
No.
That's actually, and that was our manager.
See a tizzy.
Yeah, that was the manager over the whole hospital lab.
Oh my gosh.
He's a moron.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, Travis, it was insane work. Yeah, the hospital was terrible. They made me come in when I had COVID. In the middle of, it was the first time I ever had COVID. They had like a rule. It was like, if you're 3 days out from initial symptoms, like you should come to work. And so I called my boss, and I mean, I am like so sick. I'm so contagious. And she's like, you have to come in because it's a Saturday. It's your weekend of work. You have to come in. So I walked my ass in there. I was there for 10 minutes, and my coworkers looked at me and they were like, get out.
Yeah.
Get out. Because I would have got everyone sick.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, get the fuck out. And so I went home. So I hated working at the hospital. That was the most toxic job I ever had.
That's rough.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
The best part was, though, you could test yourself with all the stuff. Like,
yeah, everything's there.
Oh yeah, we would walk in and we would just like, I don't feel that well. Just grab a flu test, swab yourself, test it. That was my favorite part about the job.
You know, it was crazy. Like for COVID, they were like, "What? You've been logged out? The fuck?" Sorry. They were so like, obviously, it's not the same as a hospital because, you know, those are like the people that are already sick. So if you have COVID, it's like you need to take that way more seriously. But I would venture to say that a restaurant is also a place that should treat it very seriously because we are pitching your food. If you think that all of these cooks and chefs are wearing gloves when they're making your food,
No,
not all the time. Some of them do. Some of them are like very whatever about it. Or like for certain things, like if they're tossing a salad or something, like, yeah, but not everything. So like, that's crazy. And they're not wearing face masks. They're not wearing anything like on their hair or beard or anything like that. No, definitely not. And I work at a nicer restaurant. So like, I can't even imagine what these hoes in other places are doing. But like, you want me to go to work having COVID and the customers don't want me to wear masks because they're rich, so they don't believe COVID's real. Hilarious.
Yeah.
But then one time they would go back and forth because there was that. But then there was also one time where like they were just testing like as a joke the thermometer because it was one of the thermometers where I don't think it was actually meant for people. I mean, you could tell me, Kim, I don't know about this, but I've only ever seen thermometers where you have to actually be within like a certain amount of space. But this was one where they would just point it at a random thing and it would.
No. Yeah, that won't give you an accurate reading.
I didn't think so.
Those forehead ones aren't that good either.
They were like the Jimmy was like, oh, this thing's so cool. Like, beep, 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 beep. And I come in as he's doing that, all cheeky because he bought this thing. And then he points it at me and it says like 101. And I was like, I was totally fine. But he had to let me
out. That's crazy.
And I got tested for COVID. I didn't have it, obviously. But because at the time it took like 3 days to get it back, I had like 3 days off.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm running away. I'm going to work.
Aww.
Thanks for joining.
No, it sucks, but also like I do get to listen to an audiobook all day at work. So
that is nice.
That is not so bad.
It's not so bad. Okay, thanks for having me. Bye, guys.
Bye. I have to go as well, unless something happens. Which I'm dead because
around here.
There's like not many people coming in, and I just don't understand, because if they don't cut somebody, then that means I will serve at most 5 people, and then
that's a waste of your time.
Yeah, and we don't know, but some of those could be children who won't really count as much.
Extra waste of your time.
Because they get like almost their shit for free anyway. So yeah, if you see me pop back up in the wings, you'll know something great has happened.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
I know you like don't want to go at all.
No, it's all men today. There's not even any
Ew.
cool to work with. It's all the guys.
Gross.
Because all 3 of the female coworkers that I can work with, one of them has to go on the bar, and then so I like whatever. Anyway, and then one of them became HR, so now she doesn't work in the building, and the other one moved to freaking Texas, all in a week. This last week.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that's
sad. Grubby boys I have to work with.
Ew, cooties.
Grubby boys.
Okay, well, y'all sprint in my honor.
Okay,
will do.
Bye, Katie.
Bye.
So sad.
It's like my kids. Like, maybe the slower I move, my mom will change her mind.
I know, you can tell she was like looking at her phone. She was like, "Are they gonna cut me? Are they gonna cut me?"
Oh, funny.
All right. Well, I guess we'll sprint.
Yeah, I guess we'll get back to it.
I know.
Entertainment is gone. I think this will be my final sprint of the day. So,
Sounds good.
all right. Let's do it. I forgot I was going to try to lower that volume.
Every time I'm just like,
Whoops.
whoops.
Oh, sorry.
It's getting louder. Well, if anyone wasn't back, they should be back now.
Someone said last time that they were like somewhere else in their house with their headphones on or something, and they heard the ding from the other room. Time to go back.
Well, I mean, I guess that could be a good thing.
Just don't want anybody to miss it. That's all. How'd you do?
Honestly, I don't really remember. I feel like every time I do sprints, I never remember what I do during the actual sprint. But I did in the last 5 minutes. I started Come Closer.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to annotate this copy. And this is one of the books that Katie said she wanted to read, and my bookstore happened to have a copy of it. So I'm going to annotate it and send it to her.
Oh, nice.
That should be interesting. So when you open it, it immediately has a test of whether you're possessed or not.
Oh, fun.
And I was like, what do you mean?
I love a quiz.
Right? It's like, oh, I guess it's a fun activity we can do at the beginning.
A little interactive.
Yeah. So I was not expecting that. That's a really interesting way to just like straight up open a book.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
So what did you get done?
Pretty productive. I'm like two times through my 5 times of laundry that I need to do.
Wow.
Through a couple loads. Yeah, I listened to the book. I got some work done. We're good. I didn't get that far into the book because I had to concentrate a little bit on what I was doing, but I'm 36% of the way through.
You're trudging along. I mean, it's a long book.
It is a long book.
It is very long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have too much for thoughts yet. I'm just absorbing everything.
It's just so different from the other books that sometimes you just kind of have to sit there and like, okay, I'm in the Hunger Games. It's very different. Let me think about it for a second.
Yeah, most of these names are new, but there are some familiar faces, names, whatever. Yeah, I should finish it in the next 2 days because my hold will go back. And then I don't have the physical copy of Sunrise, but I probably will just get an audio copy.
Okay. I don't know anything about the audios of the series or any of the Hunger Games. Like I've never listened to them or anything.
Yeah. The original series, there's a couple different versions. And for the first book, I read like the older version that was originally recorded, and the narrator was not my favorite. And then I was informed that they were like re-recorded with a better narrator, and I agree with that. And then this one is narrated by a male narrator, which makes sense, but it's a little different sounding.
I feel like I remember. Did you talk about it in your vlog? The
narrator thing?
Yeah. Okay. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
At least better narrator. Is it the same narrator? Oh my god. Sorry, I was looking up buying something from a Lumicrate's shop in the UK, and the shipping just like made me want to cry.
Yeah.
That was like a moment.
Like a jump scare.
So is the new narrator for the Hunger Games series the same as Ballad, or is it somebody else?
Somebody else, because this one's a guy.
Okay. Oh, that would make sense.
And the other one is a girl. And I don't know anything about Sunrise. I don't know if it's the same as Ballad or not, but apparently it's good. So good to know. Nice. That's productive. Thanks for joining, Katie. Okay, good. Some people were at least expecting the noise. I'll have to investigate that before next sprints, but will I? I don't know.
We'll just leave it. I was about to say, everyone can hear it.
like an annoying noise. It's just very loud.
Yeah, it's just surprising.
I was going for calming, but I don't think it quite
No.
did that. But you know,
you should just do like a quack. It's just a really loud quack. That's what I should do. That's on brand for me.
You can do that. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to close it out. So thanks everybody for joining. Hopefully you got some productivity in, some reading in, and everything. I think some more sprints are happening over the next several days for the readathon. So keep your eyes peeled for those in the Discord. But other than that, hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.